All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It is 7 o'clock. It's like 7:01. It's raining here. It's been raining all night. I'll wait for a few of you guys come on. Y'all already know how I do. I'm trying to clear my mind. That's why we are going to talk about clearing your mind. Clear thinking. Okay? Clear thinking. I'm sure I got everything off like it's supposed to be so that it is not a distraction. And I am glad that you guys decided to join me. And yes, this is Friday for Be Inspired. All right. Like I said, clear thinking. That's what we're going to talk about. Have you ever found yourself, you be like, oh my gosh, why can't I read? Your recall seem to have decreased. Good morning, Derek. Good morning, Timothy, John, all you lovely people. Welcome to Be Inspired every Friday at 7 a.m. So like I said already, we're talking about thinking clearer, clear thinking techniques, the Bliss Plan. That's what we're going to go with. But have you found yourself, like even now with older age, saying, why is my recall shortened? Or how come I can't remember anything? What's going on? I know I can't be alone in this. Oh, I got to tell y'all something funny real quick. So I'm walking past some young boys, right? And it's early. And I heard the one boy say, I bet you she was bad in her day. Excuse me? I said, I know I am not a lady now. Like I'm the lady, the old lady. So I had to share that. I was like, what in the world? I was like, how old are they? I have crossed over. Hey, what's up, Yana? All right, so I'm going to go back to what I was talking about, critical thinking. You are not alone. You are not alone because guess what? I have those same issues, okay? So I like to think that I'm not alone either. All right, so I'm going to give you some tips on how you can think clearer, the myths that are out there, and if you choose to challenge them, feel free to do so. Google, do your research, because you might be surprised by some of these, okay? And of course, you guys know I jotted some of this stuff down. If you see me looking in different directions, I'm recording on different devices. So don't think that I am ignoring you, because that's never it, okay? All right, so first of all, you want to be comfortable. You want to be comfortable. Set your surroundings where you're comfortable, not like muggy, hot. That will help you clear your mind, okay? And then guess what? You'll be able to retain some things. All right. Here's another one. Avoid sugar. Now, if you like sugar, you probably don't know that that's like the killer. Okay. Avoid sugar. Now, the reason I say that is because, you got that 20-minute sugar boost. We've all been told that, like when you were a kid, give them some candy, boom, or we go get some coffee and throw some of that special creamer just for that 20-minute sugar boost. Well, what happens is this. The next time you're hungry, you know what? Just try it. The next time that you feel like, oh my gosh, I can't recall, I need a pick-me-upper, because that's what we do. I need a pick-me-upper. I got to get this paper done or whatever you have to do. You have to meet a deadline. Eat like an apple pie or a chocolate cake. Only, that's it. Just eat that and watch what happens. Probably like 25 to 30 minutes. You're going to be like, so there you have it. Sugar is a lie. All right. Do it sometime, but I want to just let you guys know. I have to tell you to experience it because this is factual. Okay. Also, what else is there? Walk. If you're sitting there at the desk and you're like, why can't I think of what I need to think of? Why can't I write this paper? Why can't I find the right words that I want to find? Just get up. Move around a little bit, walk to the bathroom, come back, because you already know once you get to moving, it causes that blood to flow, those lymph nodes start moving, and it increases circulation throughout the body. You guys know that. So hopefully you'll be able to think a little clearer, okay? Also, I want to tell you this. When you think of something new, they call it, that's like the mini brain vacation, we call it, because you might be focused on one thing and then you're thinking of something new and you're like all over the place. You say, why can't I focus? They call that the mini brain vacation. So you want to watch out on that. I'm telling you, yes, Derek, the no sugar for real. Don't just delete sugar out of your diet. I'm not saying that at all. But what I'm saying is when you're trying to think clear and you can't recall properly, don't go trying to grab some sugar. And if you like me, I don't really like coffee. So I put coffee in my creamer, and it had to be like the caramel. They told me I was saying it wrong. Hey, Chrissy. It has to be that type of creamer for me to like. But all that sugar, it doesn't help. All it is, you looking around like this. And you really can't think clear, okay? Also, take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. You want to do a slow, deep breath. Now, why is that? For the gas exchange. When I say the gas exchange, you know that our bodies need an optimal balance between like oxygen and CO2, okay? Oxygen and carbon dioxide. So we have to have that. Now, I do want to say this, and I don't want to misinterpret it for you lovely people. Hey, good morning, Twan. Too much carbon dioxide, and that's when you're worried, you're agitated. What are the things that just irritate you? That's too much carbon dioxide. So what we want you to do is take a deep breath in, get that gas exchange going, blow it out. That's the key. Don't just go. That looked like a deep breath, right? Well, you won't see the difference or realize the difference if you don't take a deep breath in and blow it out. That's a true gas exchange, okay? All right, now some of y'all might be like, we got other gas exchanges. But anyway, declutter your brain. That's another one. You want to make sure that you declutter your brain, please, because you can have so many things going on, so many events coming up, and so many goals that have to be met that your brain is like, oh gosh, I got to do this. This is what I need to do. Don't try to rush the process. Just declutter it. You know what I'm saying? Actually, they call it brain dumping. And just be like, hey, I don't need that. Yes, thank you. Once you hit that brain dump that they call brain dumping, just throw all of it out, write it down, and just go one at a time. One at a time. That'll help you think clearer as well. Organize your surroundings. I told you guys this all the time. I even say this even if you want to get rid of negative people. Just take 2 steps back and say, I can't even think. You ever be in that situation where like your room is a mess or it's just like so much stuff and it's just cluttered and you be like, oh, I can't even think in here. It's so confusing and chaotic. Same thing with the brain. Same thing with the brain. That's why I say go ahead and just brain dump it and go from there. Well, guess what, Chrissy? I'm giving you something to try these exercises so that you do not have that. Take 2 steps back, sis. Take 2 steps back and say, I'm a brain dump. Get that out of here. Because I'm not going to let everybody else put what's on their mind in my brain. Because you know that'll happen too. You got those people that they dump on you. And they're like, okay, well, I can talk to her. And guess what? You got to release that as well. You have to release it. All right. I'm going to get through these really, really fast for you guys. Listen, if you have to make a decision, make a decision. Make that, good morning, Deron. Make that decision, okay? And just let it go. Don't regret. So at the very beginning, when you go to make a decision, whatever the decision may be, never regret your decision. So make a good one, okay? And once you make that decision, let it go. If you find later on that it was a bad decision, you can't do nothing about it. It's over. It's like spilled milk. What you gonna do? I'm gonna clean it up so it don't ruin my table or anything else. And then guess what? I won't go down that path again because I know that milk will spill. You don't sit and fret over it because then guess what? You're going to clog your brain up with it. So you don't want to do that. Also, let's be honest here. Most of our decisions in our lives are minor. You may have like that 10% where you have like major decisions, but most of them are minor when you sit back and look at it and be like, it wasn't even that bad. You know what I'm saying? All righty. And then we already know they always say the best part to clear your mind and clear thinking is to meditate. I'm not good at meditating. Okay, I'm really not good at meditating because I be having so many things going on that I'm like, I don't even have time to meditate. But if you want to clear your mind, go ahead, go off to yourself. Good morning, Charles. Go off to yourself and guess what? Take some time for you. Take some time for you. And usually, I'm going to tell you this, the devil is busy. And when you take that time to meditate and get to know yourself again, because sometimes you have to do that. And I'll tell my mom too. She's like, well, what are you doing? I said, I need to get back to me because I'm so busy doing everything else and trying to help somebody else that I'm losing me. You know what I'm saying? So I have to take my time. And you guys, you have to take your time. It's important. And you can't help somebody if you can't help yourself. Because they done pulled and drained and got all your energy that you got to go in and reboot. You be like, I need to re-energize. And the way that you re-energize is just by using some of these techniques. Don't think you're going to go grab some sugar, eat some chocolate cake and come back and be like, okay, I'm ready. That's not going to happen because you'll find yourself stuttering. And I found myself stuttering too, or not being able to grab that word that I want to use. That lets you know too. And if you're tired and overworked, it'll do the same thing. That's when you say, okay, you know what? It's clouding my brain. I need to make sure that I am clearly thinking, okay? And then speaking. Because when you're not, and y'all know y'all done caught me getting off on night shift, coming up in here, and then I say some stuff. I was like, that is not what I wanted to say. So I pray prior to. Good morning, Tish. I pray prior to coming on. And hopefully this can inspire somebody to let them know you are not having early stages of dementia. Like, you know what I mean? And be like, oh my gosh, am I going into Alzheimer's? No, you just need to declutter your brain. You need to remove yourself from those people that keep giving you work to do as if you don't have your own to do. Take some time for yourself and get to know you again. And then you charge yourself up and then you can step back out and be like, oh, okay, what's going on? And when you ask what's going on, be receptive to hear what somebody has to say and then give them some of these tips. So please share these bliss plans, okay? The bliss plans will help you all the time. I call it bliss plans. Bliss plans because that's what it is. You might have to, you know what I'm saying? It's a bliss, baby. Don't allow people to steal your energy, okay? And remember, you control the energy around you. You control you. We know God already made the plan and he got it already played, the playbook. He got it down, all right? But I need for you guys to know how important you are and how much control that you have for your surroundings. And if you don't feel like you want to deal with somebody, it's okay. And if you feel as though that person is draining you, because you can have a conversation with somebody and they can drain. You can go in and be like, hey, what's up? How's it going? About 10 minutes with that person, you'll be like, guess what? That's a toxic person. Yes. There you go. Clue number 1. That's a toxic person. And they just zapped all your little energy like that. What is that? Dora the Explorer? Swiper, no swipey? That stuff is real. So listen, thank you guys for tuning in. I told you I don't need much of your time. I already told you some critical thinking techniques to use real quick. Make the decision. Let this decision go. Meditation. I'm going to have to work on that. So y'all keep me lifted up in prayer. Take a deep breath so the gas exchanges can occur. Declutter your brain. When they dump on you, make sure you dump that mess out. Okay. Don't hold on to it. All right. And also when you're dealing with somebody and you're talking to them, try not to take that stuff home. It's like taking your job home because every single one of us have a purpose. Every single one of us have a purpose, and it might be to be that listening ear, or it might be to speak life into somebody else. And I believe that wholeheartedly, each and every one of us. You do not meet anyone by chance. You don't. All right. And also be comfortable. Make sure that you're relaxed. Don't be hot, muggy, all that good stuff. And I'm trying to run these through real quick. Walk around, get that blood flowing. You know what I'm saying? Do that. Also the sugar. If you guys don't have anything to do, and you decide, hey, it's Friday. Let me see. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I can't recall properly, you know, like I usually do. I can't be like right now. I'm like, boom, boom. I'm witty. Can't recall. Try some chocolate and see what happened. Over. Sugar is the killer. All right. Listen, every Friday, 7 a.m. right here. Find you, embrace you. Most importantly, always, always love you. Until next week, people, be inspired. I love you guys for tuning in. And also check out my YouTube page because I have other Be Inspires. I loaded those up on my YouTube page, which is youtube.com/Shop Talk with Mel. Also Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all is Shop Talk with Mel. blogtalkradio.com/Shop Talk with Mel. I'm thinking about trying another one too. internet radio. So just stay tuned. Got a lot of things going on. And I hope y'all going to check out Black Panther. And you already know it's Side Chick Saturday. Valentine's Day already passed. Are you the side chick? Tune in, Star 94.7. I'm going to give you some tips and then let you know if you the side chick, all right? And that will be on tomorrow from 12 to 4. Love you for listening. Peace.